All right, welcome back, penny stock billionaires. We have a liftoff. That's right, we got a liftoff today. $4. We broke the $4 level. Again, we have escape velocity in SYTA. In SYTA, we got the escape velocity right now. We're trading at 407. Looking here at the 15-minute chart, and what we have here is, again, we have that cup and handle formation I was telling you about last week. It was forming, and now we have the breakout on the right side. So this is, it's lifting off. Now, the one thing I'm surprised at is we haven't had a bigger run so far. Again, the market it's kind of an off. We're kind of coming into, like, right after the holiday weekend, and the indexes are down bigly and huge. So yeah, the market overall is taking a beating today. Hang on a second. What is so NASDAQ is down nearly 200. The Dow is down 4. So yeah, so all the indexes are down bigly, right? And SYTA is breaking out higher. So that is a very positive. That tells you that something big and huge is happening. And look, you would know how these things work had you been reading my book, 10-Bagger Blueprint. Link in the bio to get this on Amazon. We'll explain to you the charts. We'll explain to you the 10-bagger window, which SYTA is in. And the question is, will SYTA, by the way, if you're watching this, make sure to click the like, upvote, whatever button, and put this on socials. Spread the word on what's happening with SYTA. I think we go to $9 this week, $7.50 possibly. I know it sounds crazy. Oh my God, how can you say it? Oh, it's over promotional. No, look at the momentum in the chart. Look at the trajectory. It's just a extrapolation of the trajectory. So again, everybody was laughing. 8 days ago the stock was under $2. Everybody said, "Oh, it's a scam. It's done. It's done." It was under $2, $1.80. Everybody gave up. Remember, I've done multiple videos on this. I said this is the capitulation. This is the time you want to look at the stock. Why? Because again, we had the capitulation. Everybody's given up. And we've formed that double bottom, and here we are taking off 405. Now let's look at the. Let me show you the big picture, though. Forget about this thing. Here's the big picture. This is the real thing we're looking at. The 4-hour chart. This is the big picture. This is why I think we're going to see $15 on the stock. Now, how am I going between 750, 9, 15? Where do I get these numbers from? Well, my real target is $15 longer term, meaning. Could be 60 days, could be 2 months, could be a month. It could be within 1 to 3 months. I think this could be $15 stock, right? Within 1 to 3 months. Now, most of you guys are not patient, so it's irrelevant, right? So you want to get that. So it's not going to happen immediately. The $15, it takes 1 to 3 months based on everything that's going on. 1 to 3 months. But this week, I think we can hit $5, $7.50 easy. I mean, we're almost there. I mean, $5 would have been a dream last week. Nobody believed it. Now we're knocking on the door, knocking on heaven's door, knocking on $5, right? We're knocking on the $5 window. And I think we can get there. Yeah, I was saying it could get there today. I put out an email earlier. Today, my target will be $4.50 to $5 by the close. $4.50 to $5 by the close. And if we had a better market today, in other words, if the market was doing better, like the overall indexes were neutral to up, would be at $4.50 right now. So the overall market is having a bit of an effect on SYTA. I mean, it's keeping it back a little bit, which is fine. It'll get there on its own. Now, what is all this telling us? Look at this volume. This has been the volume. Now we're almost at 4 million shares at 1 o'clock. We'll probably do, today it'll probably be 8 million shares, 7 million, 7 million shares today, 8 million shares. We get it's a bit last week, the last couple of days was kind of getting into the holiday, and now we're coming out of it. So, people are just trickling back. But by Wednesday, this thing should be cooking. Now, what's making this go up? The charts. No, really, what is making this go up? Again, it must be the fundamentals. Look, the chart's telling you the truth in advance. So what the charts could be telling us is that the deal is imminent. The deal is imminent. Okay, so we got Siren saying, okay, so 456 made some mistakes initially. Managed to get my average down $1. Okay, okay. So again, I never say buy, sell, or hold, and I'm not a believer in averaging down. I mean, sometimes it's tough because I don't like. I mean, I think that you should average up, meaning when something is going up, maybe you want to add. Averaging down, it's one of those things which is controversial. I know the mainstream says yes, but then there's others like Paul Tudor Jones, very famous investor, saying, never average down because once the stock, I mean, you can average to zero, right? So. But yes, so Siren, so here's the deal. The deal is, I hope you read the book, 10-Bagger Blueprint. Again, we're going to have the course launching shortly. Click the link in the bio for all that. Because the book would explain to you all the stuff, like the charts, all that stuff. And yes, we will have the new stock next week, I believe. Next week, for Moishi, we're going to have the new stock. With the new stock, he's read the book. Okay, there you go. Please leave a review. We've had some haters leaving negative reviews. We got some haters who haven't even read the. Anyway, look, you can't please everybody. So what is going on with SYTA? The target is $15, 1 to 3 months. What the market is telling us is this deal should be closing. So we'll probably have the NASDAQ approval next couple of days. Otherwise, we wouldn't be getting this type of action. You wouldn't have this type of volume. The market knows more than we know. The market knows more than I know because I have, I've been told, okay, we were down to the wire. I was told, I shared you with you last week. I said, hey, I think NASDAQ was asking just for the financials. That's the last thing they asked for. So they're giving the financials. That was a week ago. So, we have a holiday, which was 3 days, basically, So we should be there now. I mean, they have, I think by today, it's technically a week. It's really not. It's really like 4 days by today because, again, last week you had Friday when market was closed, Thursday more or less closed. So you really had, and most people are planning vacations already, especially if they're at NASDAQ or whatever. They're planning their vacations already on Monday. There you go. Gia, thank you. No, thank you. And God bless you for, showing up to the channel. But yes, what's happening is right now, the market is signaling something big and huge is happening. And look at this. You got the 4-hour chart. You got a pennant happening. You got a breakout from that pennant. And now one thing I'm waiting for is the crossover. We're waiting for the golden cross to happen. When can that happen? It'll probably happen, I would say, by Wednesday. I would say by Wednesday, we're going to have those two lines crossing to the upside. But by then, the stock could be 5 and change. So we're bouncing around $4, whatever it is right now. Let's look at the 1-hour chart. Same thing. You can have another golden cross over there. Let's go back to the 4-hour chart. I just want to point something out. So why do I have a $15 target on it? So it's basically double the previous high based on kind of the setup over here. Again, it's like if you follow something called W.D. Gann, who's a famous chart guy, turn of the century of last century, and famous speculator, and he did something called time price geometry. Basically, it's a double of this previous high based on this kind of bounce. It's a whole setup thing. Fibonacci, blah, blah, blah. We can get into all the details. So I think we basically do a double of the previous, which is really, it's actually $17, but I'm being conservative. I'm saying 15. I think it'll end. So this week we could be on track for $5. Oh, look at this. We're dropping as we speak, of course. This is what happens whenever I show up for these. Now, oh, look at this. Wow, they're hitting it hard. They're hitting it hard. I think this is a fake out. look at this. This is the 5-minute chart. I think some short sellers are coming in. Maybe a little bit of profit taking, but some short sellers for sure. And they may knock it down a little bit here, but this is I think this is a fake out. They're gonna. We saw this last week also. They dropped it below the moving average. Again, these guys are looking at the same thing we are. You see over here on Friday. No, I mean, when was this? This was on the what day was this? No, this was, when was this? No, we had last week. We had this a couple times. They knocked it below the moving average because they know that that's where a lot of people have stops. So they're trying to run the stops. And when you have this type of drastic move, people panic. So like a lot of people would have panicked right over here. If they're not watching this channel, they'd be panicking and saying, "Oh my God, it's all over! It's all over! It's a pump and dump! I knew I should have sold." There we go. See, this is what they're trying to do. We're below. Look at this. It's big drop. This is the 1-minute chart. So on the 1-minute chart, it looks ugly, but watch the 380 level. So we got support coming in at 375 and 380. So we could find support 375, 380. Those are levels of support, and they could drive it down there, and then we could see a big run into the closing bell, a run into the closing bell, and we can go to 450 in the closing bell. I don't think $5. I don't think it's going to $5 today. I think 450 is probably the number. I think 450 is probably the number for today, just because there is, the market, the overall market is a little bit weak. I'm not aware of any, but I'll tell you what could happen is, so originally we were saying that they're going to get 10% of core gaming. Now, based on where it is at the time of closing, it could be closer to 20%. I think based on this $4, we might be in that like 15+% range. So we could be closer to there. We could be much closer. So that's actually very, very positive. Hang on a second. Let me see here. We could be, yeah, we could be closer to 20%. Okay, here comes the bounce. Here comes the bounce. Here it is, bouncing back. We had the fake out, and here comes the bounce back. There we go. Here comes the bounce. Again, the triggers are going to go off at 397 and 402. Once it breaks above 402, 405, I think we should run to $5. How about HOTH? HOTH. Put this on your watch list. It's been a little bit quiet today. I was expecting a big breakout today. Here's the chart. It's just like SYTA. Well, this one is not showing up here. Why is it not showing the full chart? There we go. Okay, so it's not showing you the full chart. Okay. Okay, here we go. So we got a pennant formation and a breakout above the moving averages. This thing is super prime. Guys, if you've missed out, on HOTH, excuse me, if you missed out on SYTA, right, and you're looking for the next thing to run up. Now, we're going to have a new stock next week. And if you want to get the early notifications, click the link in the bio for that. But if you want something that's ready to go right now, it's HOTH, H-O-T-H. H-O-T-H. Perfect chart setup. Why hasn't it moved? I don't know. Like, why did HOTH not move until last week? It took a while. It's got to, these things, they go at their own pace. So HOTH is super primed for a massive explosion to the upside. Put this on your watch list this week. HOTH, H-O-T-H, super primed for an explosion to the upside this week. There's the chart for you. HOTH wants to go much higher. Also, LITM. LITM is a little bit slower off the take today. LITM is a bit of a pullback. LITM also, again, breakout, golden cross. LITM, HOTH, LITM, ready to go. What's going on with ADTX? That one kind of got, this one kind of got wrecked today. I don't even understand this. I really don't. I don't understand what happened this morning. It just like dropped out of bed. So what's going on with ADTX is I think we're in the, again, I said this last week, we're kind of in this bottoming out process, but I wouldn't really do anything until we break above $1.25. We got to break above $1.25 on the stock, above these moving averages, to get the buy signal. Like right now, it's like in a no man's land. So it's very weird, but that's what it is with some of these stocks. I don't have all the answers. I don't have all the answers. Sorry. Okay, we're back forward to here it comes. Here comes the ramp. There we go. Boom! Look at that, powerful. Wow. You got a major buy signal right now, super buy signal in SYTA right now. Big buy signal with this pattern. You see what happened? Do you see how beautiful this chart is? They try to run it down below the moving average. They try to run it down. Tested the support, and we tested the support, and we're bouncing off the support. Now, the next thing, it's basically, it might spend a little bit more time in this kind of 4 level. This thing, it might go to $5 now. I mean, this is a very strong bounce. Very, very powerful signal right here. Oh, look at that. Yeah, there we go. That confirms it. Oh, this is the 2-minute chart. Look at that. Unbelievable. This is a very, very powerful chart. This is it. Like the rocket is leaving it's leaving the launch pad. It's leaving the launch pad right now. Yeah, this thing is it's moon time. Chef Nick, I'm only talking about these stocks. I don't know about the other stocks you're talking about. We're only discussing Chef Nick, we're only talking about winning stocks here. We're only talking about SYTA, HOTH, ADTX, LITM. That's what we're talking about here. Wow, 401. Ready to go. This is it. You want to see the candles? There you go. Now we need one more to go, like, let's call it to 415. If this thing goes to 415, that's going to be like escape. By the way, we do have what I call escape velocity. We have escape velocity. I told you that last week. That's what would happen when we broke out of the moving averages. And yeah, there's no more resistance. Again, this stock can just run. There is no more resistance. The question is, why hasn't it gone to $10? Yeah, well, I don't know. It could, but there's no more resistance on the charts. Like, there really isn't. It's, the fact that it hasn't gone to 450 and $5 already is frankly a little bit surprising to me. Just a little bit of a surprise. Will it? I'm very confident it will. Very confident. So, again, the chart pattern is telling us huge breakout happening. Let's see, what is going on? Is anything else moving? Is anything else moving? No, everything else is kind of quiet right now. No, HOTH is our only mover right now. Actually, not HOTH. HOTH will be probably tomorrow. SYTA is our main mover right now. SYTA, we're in a stealth bull market right now in SYTA. Stealth bull market. Yeah, it's okay. Let's see, it's 140. Okay, I am gonna sign off. I'm gonna sign off because we got other things to do here. But I do want to. I just want to do a quick update here for so that you know what's going on here with SYTA. I thought we'd have a big run at lunchtime, but it looks like it might be later. It'll probably be at the close. 402. Let me see. Let's do one more quick peek. Is it going to break out above this average? This is the 2-minute chart here. 2-minute chart looks very strong, very, very strong. Let's zoom into the real degenerate 1-minute day trader chart, which too much noise on those, but whatever. Yeah, there we go. 403. We got a breakout. I mean, I wouldn't take it too seriously. the 1 minute chart, but it is showing you what's kind of a little bit of a close up. We need to go like to 405 to really trigger, really 407, 410 to trigger the next wave of buying. So we're very, very close, and it could happen like literally any second now. Like literally any second, this thing could start running, and it could go to 450. Here we go. Is it going to happen? Okay, you know what is going to happen right after I go off the air here. Right after I go off the air, this thing is going to explode, because that's the way it always is. Guys, by the way, everything here is, these are high risk stocks. I don't know if I told you this in earlier. These are high risk stocks. They can go to zero. Everything we do here is paid content. You should know this. So everything we say you should take with a grain of salt. But our goal is winners like this. Again, I only talk about our 10 baggers. I don't talk about stocks that are up 800%. Like, even SYTA is not in the pantheon yet. SYTA will only be in the pantheon of 10 baggers once it hits $13. It's got to hit $12, like $12. Then it'll be in the pantheon of 10 baggers. And again, if you haven't read the book yet, you haven't gotten the course or early notifications, click the link in the bio to get all that stuff. Let's take a look. One last look. Is it going to happen? I think the market is waiting for me to go off the air, and then it's going to run the stock to like $5 in like 2 minutes. 2 minutes after I log off here, it's going to explode. That's what it's telling me. All right. So by the way, anyway, just we're going to be launching a new stock next week, most likely. We got one. It's kind of queued up. We got a few. The idea is we're putting out 1 or 2 new stocks a month, depending on what's happening. Sometimes it might be 1 stock. Sometimes it'll be 2 stocks. Right now we have 2 stocks in the pipeline, and it could be next week that it's going to come out. Now, let me just show you guys what it is. Now, you already know that our stocks usually double on day one. They usually double on day one. So they double on day one. And if you want to get in early, look, you got to get into these stocks in the first 30 seconds. Like we have people, for example, look, we have I'm trying to who got into, okay, so Siren got into SYTA. He wasn't following our channel, probably. He didn't know about it. I think he got into it at around 456. Now, if you had the early notifications, Siren would have gotten into SYTA right around $1.20, whatever it is, or into our other stocks right before they exploded. So if you want to know the new stock, we have an early notifications program. What that does for you is, because look, the deal is I can't tell anybody in advance what the news, I can't do it in private. So I have to announce it on a public platform. We happen to have 8 or 10 of these different public platforms. So I can announce it on any one at any given time. So what do, right? And you know that as soon as I announce it, within a few minutes, the stock is going to run up 50%, 100% or more. So with our premium program, the way it works is you pay $195 and you get an alert. You get our Telegram channel, and it's going to tell you exactly what time and where the new stock is going to be announced. All right. So what that means is you don't have to be sitting in front of your computer all day. You'll know in advance. You'll know that, okay, 1:03 p.m. on Reddit or Truth Social or whatever we're going to announce it. So you'll know. And on our Telegram, and as soon as we post it there, as soon as we post it on that channel, whether it's Reddit or whether it's Instagram or YouTube, wherever it is, you're also going to know also. So that way you don't even have to go to the channel. You'll basically, but first I do have to post it first in a public form so that it can't be considered as insider information. The other benefit is, so you're going to make it right away because that stock is going to run up right after we announce it. You know that because it's happened. Now, you're also going to get the other benefits are you get the trading signals on our private. Again, we have a private. We have 2 Telegram channels. We have the Wall Street Reporter Telegram channel, which is, anybody can join. It's free. And then we have the private members only. This is the $195 a month. And we have trading signals on there throughout the day. And we've been like on fire there. So, am I there all day? No, I'm there usually most of the day. So whenever anything big is happening, I usually give you a heads up that something big is about to happen. And I think any of our members could have told you, hey, they've gotten some really good stuff out of it. So you could definitely make more than your money's worth from that. And we're also going to have the course launching there. So is it worth it? Well, look, if you're putting $5,000 into a position, if you're throwing $5,000 into a new idea and you get that 50% edge right away, yeah, you're making 20 times your money because, you're paying $200 for the alert, and you're going to make basically, if you're only throwing $5,000, you're going to make $2,500 just from that 50%. Everybody, obviously the stock could, is probably going to double, so you're going to make more. But the edge is that first 50% or maybe more. Again, if you're playing with $10,000, the numbers are bigger. So is it true? Well, look, here's what happens. Day one, these are day one profits. Day one, lottery up 150% from 78 cents to $1.90. Day one, HOTH 90% on day one from 85 cents to $1.63. SYTA 700% in a week. Oh, I didn't put an ADTX. ADTX also 85%. I haven't updated this. So again, all our stocks do very well. But again, longer term, we're not just a the day trader channel. This is the type of gains I'm looking for long term. 2,000%. This one, people made 20 times their money. People made 10 times their money with VSB in, again, 9 months. Peak FinTech took about 9 months, maybe a year to go to 20x. 20x, 2,000%. CBDT, 4 months, stock went up 50 times from a nickel to $2.50. That's the type of thing we look for. Those are the type of gains I'm looking for with stocks that are inside the 10-bagger window. How does it work? What are the criteria? I explain in the book, 10-bagger blueprint. Get it so you'll understand. And again, we're going to have the course launching for the members. NASDAQ, fans up 1,100%. Imagine AR 1,700%. ESC up 1,200%. That's what it is. You want to join the gang, the penny stock billionaire gang? That's what happens. All right, let's see. Do we have anything happening with HOTH? Last minute? No. It's not gonna give me the satisfaction. The market will not give me the satisfaction of having the stock go up while I'm doing the live stream. Just a big middle finger to me saying that's it. The market will do what the market will do. But right now, this is such a beautiful setup. This is such a beautiful setup on the 2-minute. I'm telling you, the minute I leave, it's going to explode. I can almost guarantee it. I can almost guarantee you. I'm willing to make a guarantee. I mean, I don't know. It's not legally enforceable, whatever. I'm willing to guarantee that this thing is going to explode. The second I log off, it's going to run to like 425 or 450. That's what's going to happen. And what if I'm wrong? Well, I'll be wrong. And that it is. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you, everybody, for joining. We're going to have a new stock launching next week. Stay tuned. Next week, we have a new stock. Again, new stock alert. Our stocks double the first day. Be ready next week. We're going to have a new stock launching, I don't know, maybe Wednesday. I don't know. Maybe Tuesday. Maybe Monday. Thursday. Which day? Where we're going to announce it? You got to join the early alerts. $200 a month or $195 a month. You'll know exactly when and where, and you'll make yourself, 20 times your money, 20 times your investment of 200. Does that make sense? Here's to your 100x, guys. Watch this thing explode. Here we go.